Appreciate everyone who's joining us. We're going to go ahead and get started with our national anthem, sung by our very own David McCloskey. So please stand and face the flag. Perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hey, another round of applause for Tabby. We always know when we have an event, we'll start it off well. Now, I can't promise how we'll finish it here, but we always know that Tabby does a great job. Always gives us chills, and she's just an amazing singer. Appreciate you doing that, Tabby. I volunteered, but they said no. Proven commodity here. Well, I appreciate everyone who showed up. I know it's warm today, but it's great to be able to get everybody out here and see our unveiling of our next Swift Salutes truck. I think the last time we did this, we had a much smaller gathering given the COVID situation, so it's great to have everybody out here. I think we have a great event for everybody. We have our drivers of our Swift Salute trucks here as well, so maybe stand up. We have 4 of the 5 that are out here. So we have, this will be our 6th truck that we'll be unveiling. We got one of our trucks that's actually working out in the East Coast, so we won't, we're not mad at that. But hey, these drivers have represented the company so well. Such a well-deserved honor, and appreciate everything they do for the Swift brand. So yeah, thank you very much. At Swift, honoring veterans is such a critical part of our culture. We owe so much to the servicemen and women that put their life at risk, defending our freedoms. And I think even today we realize how important those freedoms are, given what's going on in the world today. And I just have so much gratitude to those who are willing to do that for our country. And we have a long history of participating in veterans programs. We're very active in Veteran Affairs apprenticeship program. We do a lot with Wreaths across America. We've been participating in that program for the last 3 years. We just signed up with Army Pays, which allows us an opportunity to hire more veterans into the Swift team. And we also just created an employee resource group for veterans called the Vets, where we have our team members that have similar backgrounds and are able to work with each other, share experiences, share how their careers and their lives have developed. And it's a great opportunity for those veterans to really finally come together as a community. We're not quite sure how many veterans we hire or we have employed at Swift. We know it's several thousands based on those that we've hired over the last several years. And, all, if not most of them, have been able to come home following their service to family, to loved ones who have really cherished them coming home healthy and safe. And as we know, not all are able to come home. There's many who give their life to our freedom. And then there's those who we don't know their fate. Their families don't have the closure of what's happened to them. And today, I think there's an estimated 81,000 missing in action or POW veterans that are out there that we don't know what their end fate was. This truck is just a symbol of our gratitude to their service and for us to respect and to honor their service. And today we have, of our 6 wrap trucks, or the 5 that we already have, we have 3 of them that are military based. We have an Army and a Navy and a Marines truck. And today we're so proud to bring on the POW MIA truck to the fleet of Swift Salutes. And we have a great driver who we'll introduce later who will be taking the wheel of that truck, so we're excited for him. We do have a special guest today. I apologize to him. He did fly from Hawaii to come out here to speak to us. So I think that tells you, how important this issue is to him. It's Rear Admiral Darius Benaji, who I think is the Deputy Director of the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency. He's been there since 2019, but has had a very esteemed career in the Navy dating back to I think 1987. He's an MIT graduate, so can't get anything over on him. I'm very excited to have him out here. And Admiral, maybe if you want to say a few words to the crowd here, step up. And for his long trip from Hawaii, I'm going to give you this commemorative challenge coin. Again, appreciate all that you do in your service.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today. A little bit warm, not too bad. I was told it was going to be 110 degrees, so I came prepared, got the hat on, all set, good to go. Adam, thanks again. Really appreciate the honor to be here today to join your team for this reveal, but also get a chance to share a little bit about what we get to do at the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, known as DPA, and what our privilege is to do for the nation and for the families of the missing. So we recognize also Swift and other companies like you that are such staunch advocates of our service members, our veterans, our families, and also the effort it takes to recover those unaccounted for Americans for our nation. It's only fitting we celebrated Memorial Day just this past weekend, where our country rightfully paused to take a moment and reflect and honor over 1 million Americans that have fallen in combat in defense of this country and for preserving our freedom. Gold Star families of more than 81,000 Americans that have fallen, these heroes, are left with a profound uncertainty since their families do not know the fate of those unaccounted men. Our agency is responsible to provide the fullest possible accounting of the nation's missing in action, who we estimate to be about 31,000 that are recoverable from all the others. Each loss is a grandfather, a father, an uncle, a brother, a friend, or a neighbor. And the detailed memories and stories of each are passed down within the family and cherished by new generations. Let me share 3 stories of long-sought answers that were provided to these families just recently. First is a U.S. Navy commander, Paul Charvet of Spokane, Washington, who was 26 when he was shot down in Vietnam in 1967. A U.S.-trained Vietnamese recovery team found remains and material evidence that were unable to identify him. In March, Commander Charvet's 101-year-old mother and 2 sisters joyfully welcomed him home. This April, we identified the remains of U.S. Army Air Force's Lieutenant Colonel Addison Baker, who was shot down over Romania in 1943 as part of World War II. Hailing from Chicago, this 36-year-old B-24 pilot was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his gallantry. Lieutenant Colonel Baker had been buried as an unknown at the American Cemetery in Belgium until disinterred in 2020, and now his nephew is planning his homecoming. And lastly, U.S. Army Sergeant Roy DeLauder was 21 when he was killed and declared missing from the Korean War. We identified him from among 55 boxes North Korea turned over to the United States in July of 2018. This April, the day that he would have turned 93, his 3 sisters, all in their late 90s, and 2 daughters, who were at the age of 3 and 2 at the time he went missing, buried him with full military honors in his hometown of Hagerstown, Maryland. Our mission is widely recognized as a humanitarian effort, and we have strong partnerships and operate in 46 countries around the globe. We also partner with more than 100 academic and institutions and non-government organizations to expand our capabilities in both research and field work. As I stand with you today, we have teams deployed to Vietnam, Laos, Papua New Guinea, Austria, Great Britain, Italy, and the Netherlands, and many, many more teams are preparing to deploy on missions throughout the rest of this year. I stand here proudly representing the proud men and women, nearly 700 DPAA soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Department of Defense civilians, and contract employees who are entrusted with this noble mission, which is reflective of our country's values and fulfills the sacred obligation owed to these missing service members. Each of us in our command are humbled to be in a position to unwaveringly pursue searching for, recovering, and identifying America's MIAs on behalf of their families, comrades in arms who serve in uniform today, and a grateful nation. As I drove in this morning and looked at these trucks, I see such a powerful message by these images. It is eye-watering. I want to share with you just a quick history of the logo you see on this podium and that flag that flies so proudly, the iconic U.S. POW MIA flag, and a little bit about it, which I know is going to, like I've heard, maybe adorning a truck that's going to get revealed in just a little bit. That flag is a result of tireless efforts of family members who want to display some suitable means and symbol for the public to be very aware that their loved one was either being held prisoner or declared missing during the Vietnam War. So way back in January of 1972, the League of Families Board of Directors, who are the veteran service organization that advocate for the unrecovered Vietnam War Americans, approved the design of this flag. This flag was first flown in September of 1982 over the White House, making the only flag other than our U.S. flag to be displayed there. Very powerful. So in closing, I had the chance to meet your own David McCloskey, Army veteran, his wife Sarah, and son David, as he gets to have the honor of driving this truck across this country. I had a chance to talk to David, the son, and we're going to sign a waiver and just have to raise your right hand and repeat after me. And I got a deal for you. Now, we got a lot of other veterans, Army others, but I'm just a Navy guy. But all kidding aside, you've got to be so proud of yourself and your family. You've got a long history, as we know, of serving this great nation, wearing our nation's cloth. It's only fitting that you get a chance to spend the rest of your career driving this amazing rig. The stories you're going to tell, as well as the stories you're going to hear from men and women across this country as you do this job is amazing. I envy you and wish I could go along this ride with you and get to see our great country through your windshield. And congratulations again. It must be an honor. Adam, thank you again for the opportunity to be here for this reveal. And as importantly, please accept my deepest appreciation for the honor you bestowed by these trucks and the inordinate service and supreme sacrifice by these Americans. They will definitely not be forgotten. Thank you very much.
Very powerful words. Hey, another hand for the Admiral. Again, with those stories he shared, I think that's why it's so important with this truck. It represents the message that are not forgotten. Right? Those left behind are not forgotten. But with that, I want to introduce Moses Gassaway, who is going to introduce our driver, who gets to man the wheel of this new rig. So, Moses.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Moses Gassaway. I'm the driver qualification leader at Edwardsville, Kansas, where Shelly Mathis, is the terminal leader. I'm honored and very humbled to be at the ceremony with Moni here in Phoenix for David McCloskey. David is a man of integrity. I worked with him on some special fleets, and he was always there to help and give me feedback when I needed it. and we took that feedback and implemented it in the process, and it made the process a lot smoother. I appreciate that, David. And David has always been there, a stand-up guy, and a great family man. Dave and Sarah had one son and two daughters and three granddaughters and a grandson and got one grandbaby on the way, I hear.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. But it's just so awesome that you have that legacy that you have there, from all the way from the French Indian War till all the way up to Vietnam, and then you continue. That's a legacy that anyone can be proud of. We thank you for your service and your family. And I am very honored here to present David McCloskey. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah.
Well, how's everybody hold up to the heat? Yeah. We're going to keep it kind of short, though. I don't do well with heat anymore. But, my family's been here, almost since Christ was a baby. Not that long. But I was thinking on it, and I went through some of my veteran websites, and I found something I thought was appropriate for not just our POWs, but our missing as well. And what the hell is that? Oh, there it is. But if you know, you know. If you've seen the dragon, you know. So, but it's called Honor the Fallen. Here's to the dragon, the dealer of strife, the causer of heartbreak, the taker of life, the unseen demon and invisible foe, devouring the souls of our warriors long ago. All hail to our brothers who fought to the death, who fought to survive, up to their last breath. I salute you, dear warriors and brothers of mine. I'll carry your memory until it's my time. Know that we'll all remember and remain in the fight until the fire dragon fades and we step into the light. Now, I found that and I thought, well, that's kind of nice, because our POWs come back and they're tormented by whatever they suffered. The families of our missing have no idea. So the dragon continues to take from them instead of giving them peace and solace. So, but I felt like this is what needs to be done. And this is not it's an honor, but it's not for me. It's for all of us, all our veterans, all our dead, past, present, future, our missing, and God forbid POWs. But this is probably the highlight of my life. I mean, I've had a lot, being a father, a soldier, a warrior, and now this here is kind of like the top of it all. You can't do any better than this. The recognition I'm getting, and the recognition that Swift will get as I travel around talking to people and doing whatnot. So I appreciate that. Thank you. What do you mean, don't break it?
You break everything you touch.
Oh.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you. When I checked the agenda, I recognize that I'm the only thing standing between you and seeing this amazing truck.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be uncharacteristically brief.
Okay.
I want to first thank David and your family. We recognize, Sarah and David and to your other children, that it takes a family to support one of our driving team members. And we're grateful to you and for all that you do to support him. Moses, thank you for being here. Great message today. Rear Admiral Benaji, thank you so much for coming from Hawaii and being with us. Grateful for Adam's words and Tabby's beautiful rendition of the national anthem. We also want to express appreciation to representatives from Kenworth. Mr. Don Blake, where's Don? Right back there with the truck that you'll see in just a few minutes is a Kenworth. Also representatives from AZ Pro, Becca and Mick, where are they at? Who did our, over here, they did our design work on the truck, and trust me, it wasn't just one draft. I went back and forth many times. Not because of their design work, because of our, they did an amazing job, and you'll see that in a few minutes. I want to conclude with just a couple of brief thoughts. I grew up in a little town called Burley, Idaho. I remember growing up and hearing a man named Lieutenant Colonel Larry Chesley, who was shot down during the Vietnam War and was held as a prisoner in Hanoi for 7 years. I wrote a book about that experience. This issue has touched my heart since that time. This man, while he was a prisoner, his wife divorced him. He came back, and his life was just different. But he's worked through it, and he's done well. I can't imagine what, and his book outlines some of the things that he went through, and then as well as when he came back. But it's always been, it's touched my or missing in action. You also are not forgotten. Your sacrifice of which you have given up. And certainly to those individuals who have sacrificed, there's a phrase we probably all heard that all sacrificed some and some sacrificed all. To those individuals, you are not forgotten, and we're grateful for them. With that, I think it's time to see a truck. Yeah. Are you ready? I happen to have a key that you're going to want to use. And so we're going to have this truck. We all just stay here where we are. And if we look right over here, here comes the truck. Here comes the truck. How about a round of applause?
Way too much. Oh, yeah. They were right good guys. Right, yeah. Puts everything else.
Want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out. Hey, thanks everybody.
Hers is probably more.
Yeah.
Which one?
Especially these days. Yeah. That's
Kenny, I drive with Doc drive. What's life? They tell me it technology over the years. Haven't really, I went through a study. I know.
You did a good job.
Oh, it's nice meeting you. No, you can't have it. No. Taking pictures. Sorry, guys.
Trying to get a little more detail. I wish we would have done that on the split sides on the side, where they run their.
Right.
I want to jump in and get a selfie, but I don't want to be in all you guys' pictures. Have you seen the engine?
Huh? Yeah, look at it. It's
I've never seen it.
well, you have now.
Yeah. I've seen everything truck-wise.
Is it a 12? Is it a 2? So behind them? I know. Everyone's trying to figure that out. There's a wall out. It's a good demand, but it's just not in the front. That's crazy. They do it out. Yeah. It is how it's
the truck.